some snow with the tractor here. It's getting towards the end of winter, so the snow piles are getting kind of big, and so if we get any other big snowstorms, I want to have a place to put it, and I want to move it to a spot where it's going to melt and drain a little bit better, kind of get it back from the driveway a little bit. So I'm going to be getting into some spots, possibly down into the grass where I haven't plowed yet, so we don't have that base layer of packed snow. And so I don't want to screw up the grass or anything underneath there. So today I'm going to install some plow shoes on the loader bucket here. They do make the little clamp-on plow skids. I've heard really good things about them, and I would have no issues buying those for this, but I just wanted to try something. And so I've got a Polaris Ranger that has a plow on it, and it has screw-in plow shoes, and so they're really inexpensive, and they seem like they should do a pretty good job. So I'm just going to try those first before I order up the clamp-on skids for the bucket. So I'll just bring you along and see how it goes. I'll show you what this the loader does without the plow shoes on it, and I'll be pushing the snow in the float position of the loader. So you push the lever all the way forward, and it releases the hydraulics, so you can float over whatever. It just kind of moves up and down with the terrain. A lot of times, if you get too much bunched up in front, it'll kind of tweak the, kind of scrunch up the loader and the tractor, and you'll see that, I'm sure. But I'll do some comparisons here with the loader in the float position, just so you're aware, and then you'll see I'll do some with just with the regular hydraulics locked in. Here's what we're working with here. You can kind of see there's like a welded nut on the bottom, and so the thread portion is welded solid. Looks like there's a lock washer in there, a couple of nuts in here, and a skid shoe on the bottom. It's just basic, you know, pretty simple, cheap. I'll get the dimensions here for you. Okay, so we're looking at 3.5, right around 3.5 wide, and then the total overall is another 3.5. So I think these are, I don't know if they're 1/2 inch threads on there. I think they're 1/2 inch threads on here. So pretty standard. So I think these were about, it was $50 from Amazon for these 4. You buy them in packs of 2, plus shipping. I'm not real happy with the shipping on it. They said it was going to be here Friday, and it came Monday, which I wanted to do this over the weekend, and so I had to postpone, which, yeah, whatever. And then the thickness of this portion is another little over 1/2 inch. So here's the bucket. It's just your standard bucket. I should probably say that this tractor is a 2009 John Deere 2305. It's got the backhoe on the back. It's a factory option. It's in good shape, runs good. It's got like 300 some hours on it. It's a good little machine, 4-wheel drive, diesel, you know the drill. And so yeah, here's the bucket on it. The cutting edge, you can kind of see the underside here. We'll get a better shot of that. And so what I want to do is I want to get a 1/2 inch of airspace underneath the edge of that blade. That seems about right, and I can adjust it too if it's still cutting in too deep. But I want to get that blade a 1/2 inch off the bottom of the snowpack. And so by using these skids, we should be able to accomplish that. That way it doesn't dig into the ground, just like a normal plow with plow shoes on it. So that's the objective. Here's the bottom side of the bucket. I think I've got 4 shoes, and so I want to probably put one on the edge here, right in the middle, and then probably just equal spaced in here, and then another one over here. You could probably get away with 2, but I just want to be extra cautious with my lawn. I'm not a huge lawn person, but if I can help it, might as well do that. And they're cheap anyway, so I'll throw 4 on here. Most of the guys that have those clamp-on shoes, I've seen them run 3, you know, 1 on each side here and then 1 in the middle, because that's kind of where you want most of your protection there if we hit a high spot or whatever. So I'll put 4 on, see how it works. If it doesn't work, then I don't know, you might not see this video, but we'll give it a shot. All right, I'm going to start by marking off my spots where I want to drill. I want to be back a little bit. They're 3.5 inches in diameter, so let's pick a spot, probably right in here, and then right in the middle between the edge of the bucket and then this strip here. And this is about 38 between this strip and this strip. I'm not a super accurate, so we'll just call it 36. We got 3 different sections between the 2 thing here. That's a foot, so I'll just go a foot in from here and a foot in from here. That'll give me plenty of spacing. It'll be good enough. So mark those with this. It just gives a little click clack there. So I'm gonna go probably 3, 2, somewhere in there, 2 3/4 in, then 2 down. 2 3/4 in and 2 down. 2 3/4 in and 2 down. Look at that. Let me do it right there. Oop, jumped it. in from this one, right there, 2 inches down, there. Foot in, 2 inches down. There. That'll give me a little bit of a pilot. I'll drill a small pilot through, and then I'll use a step drill to get to a 1/2 inch, just because it seems like it goes a little quicker with the step drill versus using just a regular 1/2 inch drill bit. So we'll get these drilled. You always want lots of lube when you're drilling. Battery. Okay, so I got the first hole drilled. It sits pretty much flush with the bottom of this. And so when we look at it from this angle, you can see, if you can zoom in there, it doesn't quite go 1/2 inch. So what I want to do then is probably space this out a little bit. Throw some washers in there or something. And I'll space that out to about where, about right there, right there-ish. So it looks like I got some washers to throw in there. Okay, I got our 7 washers on there. Throw that in there, and then you can kind of see it. Spaces it out pretty darn good. So I'll get the rest of these holes drilled out with the step drill. Throw these in there, snug them down, and see how it works. Just gonna run the step drill on the top side of these to break off a little bit of the leftover. There. Those little shavings get pretty sharp. Here's the washers that I'm using. They're just 1/2 inch washers. Got these from Menards. They're galvanized. I got them for doing my building some docks in the spring and summer, but they'll work perfect for this. All right, so here's what we look like underneath. Maybe I'll catch that. There, look at that. So there's about flat. And those skid shoes hang about a ½ inch down, just about the thickness of those shoes. So hopefully that should keep this plow edge out of the grass, keep it up a little bit. We'll see how it goes. What do you think? What do you think? You're a good boy. Yeah. right, so this seems to be working pretty good. You can kind of see in that spot I've been messing with, there's the ground. A little bit of dirt, but not bad. I don't see any major scalping or anything like that. And that's quite a bit of snow that it pushed, but yeah, you can kind of see, there's the mark there from the plow shoe right there. Yeah, I think that that should do what I want it to do. Okay, so that seems to be working really good. You know, the whole reason why I tried this was for a less expensive option than the clamp-on skids, I guess you'd call them. I don't know, edge protector, I forget the name of them. But like I said, I would have no issues buying those, but I just kind of wanted to see how this would work. And it seems to be working really well. Very easy to do. I think, you know, the only downside I think is now you got 4 holes in your bucket, but who cares? You know, they're 1/2-inch holes. I don't think really anything is going to get through those, not a whole lot anyway, and they're kind of towards the edge of the bucket, so I don't think it's really, I'm not concerned about it anyway. So maybe for your whatever you do with it, maybe it's a big deal and the clamp-on ones are better so you don't have a hole drilled, but for me, I don't care. It works. So here's kind of what's left of moving all those snowbanks. I got pretty close to the ground right in here. There's a pile of sand back there. That's why I didn't get that far back, but it seems like it does really well. There's the edge of the driveway. The tires seem like they're doing more damage than the loader bucket itself. So you can kind of see the tires digging in there, but yeah, I'd say this works great. It just leaves a little bit of snow on top. That should melt really quick when spring hits. And this whole section right here had just been plowed just like this, just a little bit of plow till, and so that was just virgin ground, if you will. Never been plowed over before, so that's pretty much right down to the grass without really ripping it up. You can kind of see the marks from the skid shoes, plow shoes or whatever. So yeah, this I'm happy with this. This works great. So yeah, overall that worked good. For the price, $50, I would consider that that worked. What do you, please? All right, thanks for watching.